So now we can start the class. Okay, so today we will learn how to do terrain analysis in Earth Engine. Okay, so first of all we will import the DEM, SRTM DEM data, and then from the DEM we can okay, so first of all we will import the DEM, and then from the DEM we will derive the slope map, aspect map, and then hillset. Okay, and also we will learn how to reclassify any raster in Google Earth Engine. Okay. Okay. So we will be creating a new file here. Okay, so let's see. This will be our repository, right?
Input there.
So this is our repository. So we will be creating a new file in this repository. So G fundamental course, it will be 10, then it will be terrain analysis. Okay. Now, first of all, what we have to do, we have to import any region of interest, right? So define a region of interest, region of interest. So we can use the data sets called FAO ball, right? FAO ball. Here you can see, okay. I can use this first level administrative units. What I will do, I will copy the code snippet from here. I'll copy this code snippet. And then I will create a variable ATM1, and then inside this variable I will paste that code snippet. Now you can add this to your map. So map.add layer ATM1, and then it will be, let's say, at ATM1. I'm giving the name of the layer ATM1. Now you can choose any region. So let's say I'm choosing this Uttarakhand. Okay, so I will inspect over the Uttarakhand, and here you can see a feature will show up, and here you can see the properties, and based on the property you can filter our feature collection, right? So this is the ADM1 name. You can see this is the Uttarakhand, right? So we will filter our feature collection based on this attribute or property. Okay. Now filter the feature collection. Okay. So now I can create a variable called ROI, and this is my ATM1 layer, and I'll filter this, and I'll use EE dot filter dot EQ, means equals to, and it takes two parameters. One is name and another one is value, right? So name will be the field name. So field name here is ATM1 name, this one, and value will be the this. And you have to keep both of them in a string. Okay. Now we can add the layer, add the ROI. So map dot add layer ROI, and then it will be our region of interest. So region of interest. Now run this. Also, what we can do, we can center our object. So map.center object and then ROI, and you have to give the zoom level. See, okay. So this is our region of interest, and what we can do, we can use a false parameter here, so false, so that the layer below, which is ADM1, will not show up when you run this code. Okay. If you write false here, so the layer below will not show. ADM1 is unchecked here, right? You can see by checking it. Okay. Now we can import the srtm dem. So import srtm dem data. Okay. So you can search here NASA srtm. Now you can see there is a dataset which is a raster also, and NASA srtm digital elevation 30 meter. Okay, so we can copy this. This is a single image, right? This is a single image only. This is not an image collection. I can copy this, and this will be our dem. So dem, and this is an image. Okay. Now if you want to see the whole dem, you can add this to your map, okay, by using the map.addLayer function. So let's add this map.addLayer dem, and I'm not giving any visualizations, just NASA srtm dem. Okay. See, okay. So this is the dem data. If you want to properly visualize it, you have to stretch the value, right? So stretch 100%, then apply. Now this is the dem for whole world, right? Yeah. So now what we can do, we can clip this dem based on our region of interest. So I can clip this. So I am creating another variable called ROI dem. ROI dem, and I will clip this dem. So dem dot clip, and then you have to give the geometry which is ROI. Then add this map dot add layer ROI dem. Okay, I am giving just a default visualizations, and this will be our ROI dem. And also we can use false. Look here, false. Now we have to stretch the value. So stretch. So this is our dem, right? Now we can assign some colors. Okay, so we will go to the color viewers, and for dem you can choose any color. Okay, so I'll use this color palette. You can. Okay, so I have taken 8 classes, and then I can copy this list, and then I have to define a visualizations, right? So fish dem, and visualizations will be a dictionary. So minimum value I can take it from here. Minimum value will be like 227 and 7023. 227 maximum value will be 7023, and palette will be that palette we have copied, right? Okay. So there are 8 colors. Now let's add these visualizations to our layers. Okay. Then run. So these are the lower elevations, right? This red color you can see. Uh, this is the lower elevation, and this is the green color is in higher elevation, right? Now we can derive the slope map, okay, from this tail. So we have created our ROI tail, and then we can derive slope map from this tail, okay. So extract or derive slope map from the ROI tail, okay? From the ROI tail. Now I can create a variable called ROI slope, okay, and then here function which is ee.terrain, right? And if you expand this, you can see there are aspect, there are hill shadow, there are hill shade, also there is slope, right? So we can use this e.terrain.slope. So e.terrain.slope, okay, and it takes an input. So input will always be a dim, okay. See, input is an elevation image in meters, okay. So I can, okay, so input will be an elevation image. So I am giving the elevation which is ROI date. And if you see here, okay, so let's add this slope map. So map dot add layer ROI slope, and then I can keep the layer then which is ROI slope. Okay, so this is our slope map. We can also give any kind of visualizations for the slope map. So let's say I'm taking this for slope. I can copy this list of colors, and here I will create a visualization. So slope is or this slope, then it will be a dictionary. Minimum value I can copy from the stretch value. So let's stretch this. So it is in percent, it is in degree, right? So 0 to 90 degree, right? It is not in percentage. Now I can stretch the value. Now you can see the minimum value is 0 and maximum value is 31. So okay, I can keep the minimum value 0 and maximum value is 31, and then I can keep the palette which will be the list of colors. Now I can keep this visualizations here. Okay, I can save this. Now let's run. Okay, so this is our digital elevation model, and this is our slope map, right? Which is in degree, not in percentage. Okay. Okay. Now let's if you want to uh, see the average elevation of your region. So this is our region, right? And let's say you want to know about the average elevation of your region. Okay. So what you can do? So let's extract the average elevation of the ROI. So extract the average elevation of the ROI. So I can create a variable called DEMSTAT. Okay. DEMSTAT, and here I will use this ROI dem. Okay. ROI dem. Okay. And then I will use the reduce region function. So reduce region. There is a function called reduce region. Here you can see e.image. So ROI dem is our image, right? And I am applying this reduce region function. Now if you press Ctrl and space, all the attributes will show up. So you can here see the text and reducers. So reducers, I will compute the average, right? Average elevation. So I will use e dot reducer dot mean. Okay, mean, and geometry will be our ROI. Then scale will be, so this is a 30-meter elevation, 30-meter spatial resolution here. So scale will be 30. And I can remove this CRS transform, CRS, and I will also give the best effort to true. Okay. So that if you are having a big region, then you have to use this best effort as true. Okay. And max pixel, I can set it to 110 tile scale. I'm just skipping it. Let's see. Then you can print this average elevation. So average elevation of ROI, average elevation of ROI, and then I will create this step, dem step. See. So what it will actually do, it will actually sum up all the pixel value. Okay, in this dem map, you can see if you inspect over any pixel, so if you inspect here, you can see it is showing that the elevation is showing that 4847, right? If you inspect on another pixel, you can see here it is showing the elevation is 1690, right? So when I am actually applying this reducer, which is mean, means average, so it will sum up all the pixel value. Okay, it will sum up all the pixel value, and then it will divide by the number of pixels. It will divide that value by the number of pixels, so that we can get the average elevation value. And now here you can see in the console there is a dictionary. The average elevation is showing that 2145. Okay, so first of all it will sum all the pixel values, and then it will divide that value with the number of pixels. Now we are getting the average elevation. Okay. Okay. In the same way, if you want to check the minimum elevation and maximum elevation, you can also do that. So you can check the minimum elevation and maximum elevation. So for that you have to use the min max. If you want just only want a single value, minimum value, you can use the min. If you want the maximum value, you can use the max. Or if you want both, you can use min max. Okay, min max. Now see, this is not average elevation. This will give you the minimum and maximum elevation of your region of interest. Now here you can see elevation maximum, it is showing 7801, and elevation minimum it is 181. Okay. Also, again there are so many reducers here. If you go to the e dot reducer, see reducers here. There is mean, there is median, there is mean max, mode. Okay. Also there is percentile, there is standard deviation, If you want to compute the standard deviation of your data, of your elevation data, you can use the STT. It will give you the standard deviation also. How data are spread across your region, right? It is giving you the standard deviation value. So here I will use the mean. Okay, so extract the average elevation of the ROI. In the same way, you can also extract the average slope, right? So I can copy this code, and also I can extract the average slope of the ROI, right? Slope. So for that, we can create a new variable, slope stat, and then this we have to give the slope map, right? So ROI slope. Here I will put the ROI slope reduced region. It will take the reducer with e dot reducer dot mean, and this will be average slope of ROI. And here it will be slope stat. Now you can see average slope is showing 24.177. Okay. So now it will compute the aspect. So derive the aspect map from the ROID. Okay. So for aspect, I can create a variable called ROI aspect, and then I can take the, here you can see there is a function called e.terrain dot aspect, right? There is a function aspect, right? It will also take a terrain, an elevation image, right? Okay. So e.terrain dot aspect, and it takes an input which will be our 10 ROI 10. So ROI 10. Okay, let's add this to our map. So map dot add layer ROI aspect. Okay, and then ROI aspect. Okay, so this is our aspect map, and if I stretch the value, you can see it will range from 0 to 360. Okay, it is ranging from 0 to 360. 0 means flat. Okay? So I can, if you stretch that, you will get 0 to 360. So I can create a visualization. So freeze aspect, and here the minimum value, I will give the minimum value is 0. Maximum value I'll give 359.9, because 360, if I give the 360, that means it is actually 0, right? The circle will complete if I give the 360 value. So I am giving 359.99. Then I can give the palette here. So palette, I can choose any palette. For aspect, you can use different color palettes, but let's use this. Let's add this visualizations here. Right, this is our aspect map. If you want only 4 colors, if you want to show only 4 direction, you can use only 4 class. Let's say 4, and let's see. So let's use only 4 colors. Let's see. If this is not showing. Yeah, now you can see this red color is showing the northern slope, right? North slope. And then we have this blue color. So blue color is showing the east side, east slope. Here you can see. Then green color is showing the south slope, southwest slope. And then it will, this color will show the west, right? West slope. Yeah, any questions? Any questions, Rekha?
স্যার ওখানে আপনি ওই ম্যাক্সিমাম মিনিমাম ভ্যালু যেখানে দেখিয়েছিলেন
Hmm.
ওখানটাতে একটু দেখুন যে ওখানে দেখালেন যে মানে ম্যাক্সিমাম মিনিমাম ভ্যালুটা 0.13 কিছু একটা দিয়ে শুরু হচ্ছিল আর ম্যাক্সিমাম ভ্যালুটা ছিল 359.78 তো ওটা 99 কেন করলেন বা ওটা 0 থেকেই কেন শুরু করলেন?
Yeah. So basically, aspects value ranges from 0 to 3, 0 to 359.99. If I show you the aspect map, so aspect map, it actually, aspects actually represents the direction of slope, right? Direction of slope. Yeah, now you can see this, right? So it's a circle. Basically, it's a circle, and then it is starting from, yeah. So this is, now you can see in this map. Now, can you see this circle? Okay. Now you can see this is a circle, right? And it is starting. The zero is here. You can you see my cursor here? Can you see?
হ্যাঁ ইয়েস
Yeah. So just below the n, right? Below the n, the zero is starting from here. So n means zero, right? It is the scale starts from here, right? So it is zero, and then if you go to here e, that means 90 degree, right? This is the 90 degree. Then this is the 180 degree, right? And then so it add up more 90
270
degree,
ডিগ্রি
270, and then it will come to 360 degree, means 0 degree, right? Right. So 360 degree means, so it will complete the circle, right? So that is why I am not giving the 360 value. 360 means 0 degree. So that is why I am keeping it the max value to 359.9. So it will, our scale will start from 0 to 359.99. Okay, understand?
হ্যাঁ স্যার, কিন্তু ওটা 359.9 এর জায়গায় আমরা তো 360 ডিগ্রি মানে লিখলে কি প্রবলেম হবে?
It is not recommended. Okay, it's not recommended because you can see it will not pass 359.9. It will never pass because here you can see it is not recommended. If you stretch the value, it will never pass 360, right? You can create aspect of any of the region, but it will never show you that it is 360 value. 360 means 0. So 360 value will come as 0, not 360. It will be less than 360. Okay, always 360. If it is 360 degree, then it is actually referring the 0 value. Right? Okay. Now you can, so this is the scale, this is the whole scale, right? So it is starting from 0 to 360 degree. Now based on your choice, you can divide the scale into eight directions. Here it is used 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, right? Total 8 directions. So based on your choice, you can divide the scale into different directions, right? I have actually split this scale into 4 directions: north, north. So north, so this color will show up to from 0 to 90 degrees, which is east. It is our 0 to this color, then after that this color, then this region, and then so I'm splitting the scale into 4 directions. Now I'll show you how to reclassify it. Just stay tuned. I'll show you. That will be more easier for you to understand. How to reclassify aspect. So I'll show you. Okay. Now one more thing is remain, that is hill set, right? So I can derive the hill set from the ROI. Then okay, I can create a variable called ROI hill set, and then terrain dot hill set. Okay, so it takes a name, right? So ROI name. Now you can add this hill set to your map. Map dot add link ROI hill set. Okay, and then the hill set value ranges from 0 to 255. We show you. It is basically an 8-bit raster. So ROI hill set, it gives you the lighting effect of the terrain, right? So this ROI hill set. Oh, sorry, sir. This will be the name of the layer. ROI hill set. Now you can see this is a hill set, and if you stretch the value, so it is giving you the lighting effect, right? Now where is darker portion, shadow part, and also sun facing part, also the shadow part, right? So it gives you the 3D effect of the terrain, right? Now you can stretch the value. So it will, if you stretch the value, it will also range from 0 to 255. So here you can see 132, 232, right? The maximum value you can see it is like, okay. Now you can set this to a visualizations hill set fees or fees hill set. Okay, and then you can get the minimum value. Now you can copy this minimum value, which is 132. Okay, and maximum value which will be 232. And there is, you can set another thing here, which is the opacity. So let's see if you go to here, you can see there is a settings, right? Opacity, right? You can change the opacity of your layer. Okay, if you have I'm keeping the opacity 0.5. Okay, and you can see if you apply this, now you can also see the layer below to your hillside, right? You can also see the layer below to your hillside. So okay, I can set the opacity, which will be 0.5. Okay, let's see, and then I will apply this visualization to our layer. Let's run this. Okay, now you can also see the layer below to your hillside. Also you can feel the 3D effect of your terrain, right? Now this is our dame, this is our hillside. Now you can reduce the opacity a little bit so that 0.3. This is our dame, this is our hillside. I can see the 3D effect. Also you can create over the slope map. Now we can see, if you don't give the hillside effect, it is like flat, right? This is showing it's flat, but if you give the hillside, now also you can put it on your aspect map. Okay, so this is how you can create, uh, you can import a dame, and then you can flip your the dame based on your region of interest. They from the dame you can derive three type of terrain raster, which is aspect, slope, and then hillside. Okay, okay, so then let's say if you want to reclassify your dame, so let's reclassify the raster. I can create a heading here. So it will be the process called reclassification. So reclassification. Okay. Now I can create a variable called ROI dame, ROI dame reclass. It will be reclass. Let's we have to take the ROI dame here. So this is our ROI dame, and then you know that the value is ranging like the minimum value and maximum value. If you want to see the minimum and maximum value, let me check the minimum and maximum value, so I can comment out this thing. And if you want to check the minimum and maximum value, we have to go to the to here mean. I can change to min max, right? And it will give you the minimum elevation and maximum elevation of your region of interest. Elevation maximum it is saying 7801, and elevation minimum it is saying 181. So now let's say you want to classify your raster into 5 or 6 classes. Okay, so let's classify this. So I can create a variable ROI V class, and I will take that ROI. Okay, and then here I will use the where method. Where method takes two things. One is test and another one is value. So test means you can put any condition here. You can put any condition. Okay. So I can put a condition ROI which is dot less than 500. Okay. If our where the value is less than 500, then assign that pixels to the value 1. So I'm just actually reclassifying. I'm giving the new value to our raster, right? And based on these conditions, right? So ROI where the pixel value is less than 500 meter, then assign the pixel value to 1. Okay. Then I can put second condition here. So dot where method where, and then ROI sorry, it will be ROI DEM or will be capitals. So ROI dot then greater than equals to 500, and and ROI dot less than I can take the 1000, right? 1000, and then I can give the second value which is 2, right? So wherever there is the elevation below 500, that pixels will be changed to one value. Yeah, display is not visible. Can you see my screen? Hello.
No, sir.
It's not showing.
No, no, sir.
Okay, just a minute. Now can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm actually giving some conditions here, right? So less than 500 elevation, all the pixel will change to 1. Then here is my second conditions. You can see. Greater than 500 and less than 1000. So all the pixel will change to 2. And then I can also use where method, and I can copy this. I can paste it here. So after that it will be 1000 and it will be 15. So I'm actually taking 500 interval. Okay, it will be 1500, right? And it will be 3. Okay. After that I can take this 1500, and here it will be 2000. Okay, and the class will be 4. Let's split it in 6 class. Okay. Then here the value will be 2000, here it will be 2500. Okay, and the class will be 5. Okay. And after that I can use, so this is my last condition. It will be the 6th class. Okay. And last condition will be greater than or equal to 2500. So ROI wherever there is elevation greater than 2500, it will change the pixel value to 6. Okay, now let's see. So this is our reclassified day. Now I can create a variable. So reclass name is, okay, the minimum value will be, so I have actually reclassified from 1 to 6, right? So the minimum value will be 1, maximum value will be 6 now, and then palette. I can take any color palette, so I can go to the color viewer. I will choose this color, and then it will be 6, right? Then I can paste it here, and then map dot add layer, reclass ROI take reclass, and then I can take this visualization and put it here, ROI take reclassify. Okay, now you can add this to your map. Now you can see this is a reclassified raster. You can change the value based on your choice. Okay, so this is a reclassified raster, and if you want to export this, you can also use the export.image to drive, right? That function, export.image to drive, right? And then you can fill all the parameters here. So this is the image. You can put the so you have to keep it in a dictionary, right? And then image will be ROI take V class. If you want this raster, description you have to give any description here. So ROI 10, and don't use space here. Only use underscore. So ROI 10 V class folder. You can give any folder name in your drive. Okay. And then file name prefix, it will be the name of your raster. So ROI 10 V class with the same name. Dimension, I'm not giving anything. Region will be your region of interest, which is ROI. Scale will be 30, and then CRS max pixel will be 1 in 10. So file dimension. Okay. Just you have to put the file format. So file format will be GOT, GOT, and you have to close the dictionary. Now if you run this, these tags will be appeared in your tags section here. Yeah, now ROI TMV class, you have to run this tags, and it will be exported in your Google Drive on this G folder. Okay, so now let's reclass our aspect map. Okay, now I have reclassed our DAME map. Now we can reclassify our aspect map. Okay. So reclassify the aspect map. Okay, so I can create a variable called reclassify reclassified aspect. Okay, and I can take the aspect map ROI aspect, and then in the same way you can use the where function, right? Where. Okay, now it takes two parameters, one is test and another one is value, right? So test, so first of all, if I show you this aspect map, now all the water bodies will be having value which is 1, right? 1 means flat. The terrain is completely flat. Wherever the pixel value in your aspect map is 1, that means the terrain is completely flat, and you can find that flat terrain in the water bodies, right? So I can set our first class, which is ROI aspect, okay, dot less than 1. Okay, less than 1 means it is completely, the terrain is completely flat. Okay, and I can give the value, the new value is 0. Then we have to define our second class. ROI aspect dot greater than equal to 1, greater than equal to 1. I'm starting from 1, and ROI aspect dot less than 22.5, 22.5. Okay, it will be also 1. Okay, so here the class value is 0 and the next class value is 1. Now see, I'm starting from 1 to 22.5, right? Now you can see here, if you split this region, right, if you split this region, now you can see it is the 0, right? N is the 0, right? And this is the 45 degree. I don't have the digital pad today, that is why I cannot show you. Okay, so let me try this. Just a second. Okay, so this is okay. So this is our. Can you see the image now? Can you see the image?
Yes, sir.
So this is the 0, right? This white portion is the 0, where the scale is starting, right? Now this is this E is the 90 degree, right? This is the 90 degree. Okay, and look at this orange color. This is like 45 degree, right? This is the 45 degree, this is the 90 degree, right? And also this is 180 degree. This south is the 180 degree, and this is 270, right? 270. Now northeast is the 45 degree, right? It is the 45 degree. Okay, now I am splitting. I'm starting from this one, right? I'm starting from this one, and I'm taking 22.5 degree. That means this region. That means up to this. I can give the blue color. This is the 22. This blue color is, it is starting from 1 to this region. Sorry, this region. This blue color region. Okay. This is 1 is starting from 1 to 22.5 degree. Now if you can see, this is actually directing the north. It is actually directing the north, right? This blue region. Okay, so this will be my first class. Okay? This will be my first class. I'm starting from 1 to 22.5. Now let's go to the second class, where ROI aspect dot greater than equals to 22.5, 22.5 dot and ROI aspect dot less than 66 point sorry 67.5. Okay, and it will be the class 2. Now see, now then after that, it is the, this is the line for 22.5, right? This is the 22.5, and now I am adding 45 degree, sorry, 22.5, right? And then actually the maximum value here is It calculate this 67.5 minus 22.5. Yeah, I am taking 45-degree interval, right? I am taking 45-degree, and this is the region, the next region, northeast part, northeast. Okay, so this is the 45-degree region. Okay, and then after that, so that means the northeast. Okay, I can same way I can copy this code, and then I can paste it here. So the next class will be starting from 67.5, and it will end in 112, then 112.5. Okay, after that, so it will be the third class. Now I can copy again and paste it here. That okay. Now this is the 112. This will be 112. The next class will be starting from 112, right? And it will end 157. Okay, 157. So I'm taking the 45-degree interval, nothing else. It will be the fourth class. After that, it will start from 157 here, and then it will end to 202.5, just adding 45-degree. And then you can give the new value, then again 202.5, 202.5, and then it will be changed and 247.5, and here the class will be 6, right? Then I can copy this. Now it will be 247.5, this value, and it will be 292.5, and then class value will be v class value will be 7. Okay, now it will be 292.5, and then 337.5, 337.5, it will be 8. Now see, now we have reached to 337.5, right? 337.5 means this region, 337.5, this region. Okay, now you have to compute only this region, this region. Now it is starting from 337.5, and it goes up to 359.99, which is actually directing towards the north, right? North side. It is directing towards the north side. You can see. So I can give the value here. I can keep the value ROI aspect greater than 337.5, 337.5. Okay, and then it will go up to 359.99. And here the class will be same like our first class, right? Which is 1. It is actually directing north side. It will be 1. Okay. Now let me show you. Let me write up all the classes. So this means flat, right? This is the flat. This is the north. This is the northeast. Then we have, after northeast we have the east, right? So this is our east class. Then we have the southeast. Then we have south. Then it will be like southwest. It will be west. Okay, and then it will be northwest, and the last one will be north. Okay, so it is completing the circle, right? It's starting from north, and then it ends up to the north, right? So north, you can see here in this image, I'm starting from north, then you have northeast, east, southeast, south, southwest, west, northwest, and then north. And then this is the reclassification, right? Now let's add this to our map. So I can take the color palette. So like aspect in map in ArcGIS, let me find the color palette for aspect map. There is no color palette. Color palette for aspect map. Let's find any color palette. Okay, so we can write up this. So I can create reclassify aspect is I can create a variable reclassified aspect. Yeah. Any questions? Tell me.
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes, yes.
Sir, why don't take 45-degree difference from the beginning?
From there, right?
Yes, sir.
Because we are actually whatever if the your value is less than one, right? Less than one means flat. So I want all the water bodies in gray colors. Okay, that means flat. If you can see in your region there is a water body, right? So
Yes,
for
sir.
for the flat terrain you have to take another class, right?
Yes, sir.
So that is why I'm starting. Initially I'm taking a flat class, right? This is our flat.
Sir, this type variation shows all the them means all the elevation map.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Can I apply
yeah,
0 to 5 or 2 5 degrees?
yeah, yeah. It,
Okay, sir.
it is same for each and every aspect. Okay,
Yes, sir.
it
Okay,
will
sir.
remain same. This because if you are using any kind of software, the algorithm behind the aspect reclassifying is the same, right? This is the main algorithm, right? You can't see this kind of algorithm in your software. You just click a button and the
Yes.
output will show up, right? But
Okay,
this
sir.
is the main algorithm, right? It is actually classifying in this way. If you are creating some aspect map from your brain, so this algorithm is written in your software, right? You just clicking on create aspect button and it will generate the aspect map.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
And I have taken is another class. Now you can see there are 8 directions, right? 8 directions. These
Okay.
are different 8 directions: north, northeast, east, southeast, south, southwest, west, and northwest, right? So total
Yes.
8 directions. And I am taking another class for our flat terrain. So flat terrain has no direction, right? It is completely flat. So
Yes,
that
sir.
is why one more class has been added, right?
Okay.
Yeah, here you can see this is the aspect map, right? So let me visit you. Now you can see there is a class called flat, right? And then we have total
Yes, sir.
8 directions. And this is the elevation. Now we can reclassified aspect is. So I can take the minimum value. So minimum value will be 0. Maximum value will be now reclassified. I'm giving the reclassified value only. Maximum value is 8, right? 8. Okay. Then you have to define a color palette. So I have so color palette. I'm starting now. You can see there the flat terrain is has been given the gray color, right? Gray color. So I can write the color palette gray. First color will be gray. Then second color will be red. think there is a red color. Yeah, red, then orange. Okay, so let me define this color. Red, then orange. I can choose a rainbow color palette. So orange, then third one will be yellow, yellow, and then green, and then cyan, then blue, then indigo, and then violet. Okay, now we can add this to our map. So map dot add layer, reclassified aspect, then reclassified aspect is, and then reclassified aspect. Okay, and also I want to drape this hillside, okay, over our aspect map. So I can copy this and I can paste it here. Let's see. Okay, so this is our aspect map, and you can see this is a water body, right? If you find a big water body, yes,
Sir,
yes,
sir, blue color shows water bodies.
no, 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 gray color, because here we are actually taking a mountainous terrain, right? So you cannot find big water bodies. If
Yes,
you
sir.
change your region, so you just a minute. I can take
Sir,
another region.
yes, sir. Sir, can I get another color? Like different variation like that, red, orange, and green, different
Yeah,
variation.
yeah, yeah. But basically the aspect map is shown in this color, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
So you can see if you choose any kind of aspect map, the color palette is same here, right?
Okay, sir.
You can choose based on your choice.
Yes,
So here the gray values is not showing because there is no uh, large water bodies, right? So I can change our region. So just you have to change your region. So let me take the, okay. So let me take this region. I can inspect over this Bihar. I can take this region, and from here you have to go to the ADM one layer. Then you can find the features and properties, and then I can take this Bihar, right? And I can filter it with, it will be Bihar. Now run this. Okay, so because now you can see it is not showing up properly, right? You have to stretch the value, right? Because the elevation has been changed, everything has been changed. Yeah, now you can see this is the water bodies, right? Which is coming as a gray color, right? This gray, right? The flat terrain is coming as gray color. Also, if you see this big water body, okay. outside my region, inside my region. Yeah. Now you can see this small water bodies is coming as the gray color because it is flat, right? Completely flat. Okay. So now yes.
Sir, one question. Sir, can I convert gray color into blue color in water bodies? It
Then
is
you cannot
possible, sir?
cannot identify. Yeah, you can, but you cannot identify. So this will mix up with this blue color, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
So how can you identify this direction then? But whatever in blue color,
Sir, here blue color shows in this elevation, sir. Blue color shows.
mm, blue color source means I'm telling you which direction. It starts from gray, right?
Yes, sir.
It is gray. Let me write down. It's a gray. Then it is like red, right? North is red. Then the next color will be orange, means northeast. Then yellow. Then green. Then we have Sierra. Then we have blue. Blue means southwest. Okay, southwest direction. Then we have indigo, and then we have violet. Okay. And the last north is for red, right? First red. Now you can see this is what
Yes, sir.
you can
Means this all color shows direction,
yeah.
or gray color shows water bodies.
Color shows flat terrain, not water
Or,
bodies,
or
flat
not
terrain.
flat.
Basically, water bodies is basically flat, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
मतलब
this,
gray color also shows plain areas.
yeah, flat terrain.
Okay, sir.
This is why we actually derive aspects, right? To extract the direction of our slope.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So do you have any questions you can ask, or you can also export that these images, and I can change the area to the Uttarakhand because here I have to change all the min max value, right? It is not saying that, so I can change this to Uttarakhand. Let me copy the properties ADF1 and then property the Uttarakhand, and I will just change the text here. So it will be Uttarakhand. Now, okay, this is our aspect map. Okay, any questions? Do you have any questions? You can ask. Otherwise, in the next class, we will learn how to do time series analysis in Earth Engine, and then in the next week we will go to the regression analysis part. Any questions, Lena?
স্যার বলছি এই যে আমরা ম্যাপগুলো করলাম এর কি এখানে কোনোভাবে লেজেন্ড অ্যাড করা যায়?
Yeah, yeah.
একটু যদি স্যার বলেন।
It can be added, but that's a completely different part. Okay, so you have to use the map. I will show you in our next classes because if I show you because you have, to add a legend you have to use the for loop. Okay, so you have to know that how can you use the for loop in JavaScript. I think you don't know, right? And you are do you know programming in other Python or anything like this? Do you know? Have you?
No, sir.
Okay, so that is why it can be done, but I will show you in the upcoming classes. But to do that, you have to use the for loop. Okay,
Yes, sir.
just try to practice these things. And I am telling you the most important thing is
Question kuch
I'm telling you the most important thing, which is like just focus on the part I have actually show you in the class, which is cloud masking, right? Cloud masking, and then the next thing is calculating indices. These are the very important topics. Cloud masking part, indices, how to calculate indices. Okay, cloud masking is very important. If you want to do time series analysis, cloud masking is very important. Also, how to calculate indices using the normalized difference functions, also with the expression functions, right? So these are two different, very important topics. And also, how can you deal with the vector data, right? How can you filter vector data? How can you how can reduce is one more important topic. Reducers, how to apply reducers, okay, on your image. Okay, how to reduce your image collection, how to filter your image collection. These are very important. So try to practice these topics, okay, and then we can move to our next complex parts also. So I'm ending today's class. It's meet tomorrow. Okay, we will learn time series analysis. So bye everyone.
Okay, thank you so.
Okay, bye.